I've been seeing insurance agencies jump into marketing and technology, but then fizzle out a couple months later without having any positive impact on their agency. We often hear agents say, a lot of the similar things. Things like, we need to brand our agency better, or, we need to better modernize. We need to become a more modern agency. What does that really mean? These kind of conversations often lead to jumping into tactics without any strategy behind it. And in turn, kind of what this does, what we see for a lot of agencies is they're like, first thing, I need a new website now, and I need to jump into Facebook. And then a lot of them jump in and they start spending way too much time on content, which is good, but the content's not going to work for another few months, if ever. And, oftentimes they end up spending way too much money on technology that's not going to do them any good. So I wanted to take a minute and just provide a simple key that's going to help insurance agencies better utilize marketing and technology to see results, and to see results sooner. So here it is, a simple key for your marketing and for your technology. Start with sales. Now, we've noticed that agencies who start using marketing and technology to empower the sales sees results sooner and sees better results. And what this does is this creates buy-in for the rest of the agency, because now you're selling more policies, and now you're seeing that marketing and technology is actually generating a positive ROI. It's kind of exciting, right? So instead of buying a new website right away or jumping straight into branding, which these are not bad things, these are great and necessary for your agency, start to think about how you can empower sales and what sales needs to do a better job. So, consider what marketing or technology can do to help sales improve their conversion rates, or bring in more clients, or save more time so that they can spend more time selling. I get that this is probably a new concept, and you might be kind of thinking, well, how does marketing help sales? Well, let me give you a couple quick examples. For starters, think about all the prospects and the leads that you or your sales team may have quoted over the years but never wrote the business for. How many of these people do you follow up with every year? Now, my conversation with agents, it's usually like, oh, well, none of them, right? Because they just go and they're done and they say no, and then you never talk to them again. But now think about this. If every lead you had who was a good prospect, you quoted, but for whatever reason they said no, instead you started a marketing or automated nurturing campaign, and every month or every couple months you checked in and provided a helpful document or article or resource. And so by the time renewal time came up, you've talked to them more than their own agent has talked with them. Now this is easier to try to sell them the next year then, right? Another way is thinking about getting your foot in the door, especially if your salespeople are cold calling or cold prospecting. Oftentimes, very few people will give you the time of day, but they might kind of like what you have to say, but people are busy, right? So say, hey, look, I get it, you don't know me, but how about I send you a resource that's going to help you do X, Y, Z? Whatever that niche's pain point is, you send them an article, you send them a video. Now they're able to spend time with you and look into what you do, but on their time. And so once you use marketing to build this relationship, then when your salespeople call back, now they're familiar with you, they're comfortable with you, they might be willing to give you that appointment and at least talk with you. Again, increasing conversion rates, getting your foot in the door. So if you've been banging your head trying to figure out marketing, or you bought into all this technology and it's just not working for you, try to change how you think about this a little bit. So take a few minutes right now. If you've watched this far into the video, then you obviously have a couple more minutes you can spend to change your marketing and your technology, start seeing some improvement in your agency, right? So take a couple minutes after this video and think about what this would look like. Take a look at where there's holes or gaps in your sales process? Where are there weaknesses? And start thinking about, hey, if we had automated technology, if we had marketing, how can we fill these gaps to improve what we're already doing? And this is going to help you see an ROI almost immediately, instead of spending time, creating content that's just going to fizzle out months later. So let me know what you think. If you have questions, shoot me a comment, let me know. And let's keep the conversation rolling.